I'm using the Aura Tarot deck. It's just there. Sometimes people ask me what deck it is. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Capricorn's highest good. How is Capricorn feeling in this final week of June and beginning week of July 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for Capricorn, please. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands upright and the 7 of Swords reversed. I've never had that combination before. I don't know, Capricorn, have you been... See, if that was upright, I'd say it to you that's cheating, right? But you could be sleeping with someone who is committed because it's like, and you might not have known that they were committed, but it's like, this is secrets, lies, cheating, stealing, being exposed. So I don't know if you've slept with someone and then realised that they've been lying to you or something like that. You'll know what's going on in your situation. Well, you're about to, because this is for the week ahead. I mean, you're showing up as a knight, so, you know, I think you're a free agent. The High Priestess, using intuition, okay? Things that, it's like when you've got to read between the lines or you've got to look beneath the surface, you've got to follow your gut. What are your instincts on this one? Page of Cups. In case that could be an expression of any kind of emotion. It could be letting someone know that you like them, that you think that you like sleeping with them or you would like to date them, that you think you could fall for them, or it could be an apology. Let's see what comes out for your person, the one that's on your mind, the one that you're dealing with, or the one that you're manifesting in. Right, they're very restless, okay? So when the 4 of Swords is upright, it's someone that wants to rest. They want to take a breather, they want to meditate, okay? And it's needed. It's much needed respite. This way, it's like restlessness, irritability, like I cannot sit still. Like this is a big problem. Agitated. Page of Wands, okay, but it's reversed. So the Page of Wands, when it's upright, is someone who's excited for a new adventure, a new journey. When it's reversed, it's someone who's unenthused, okay, demotivated. They're not looking forward to what's ahead in this next chapter. But then we've got the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is, for me, it's like a rebirth, okay? Something that already exists. An ace is something we are highly enthusiastic about, and it's helped along by the universe, okay? So lots of excitement, lots of passion, enthusiasm, high energy, highly motivated, excited for this new chapter, but maybe with a past person or a current person, not a new person, if that makes sense. If it's the Page of Wands, it'd be someone who's naive, like a child. They've not been down this road before. They don't know what it's going to be like, therefore they have no judgment on it. They're not worried about it. They're just, just naive. They're just like, well, this is great and I'm excited. But with an Ace of Wands, for me, it's like renewal. Let's get 3 for the outcome. So that you're showing up as a knight, they're showing up as a page. You're also showing up as a page. I mean, if we don't assume that it's cheating, that can just be lying or holding back feelings, can't it? Deception. We can deceive people into thinking that we just fancy them, that it's just sex. And then we start to think more carefully about it. We start to look a little deeper. And if we're honest with ourselves, we're starting to catch feelings, maybe. That could be the narrative. They're very restless. They don't want anything new. They want a rebirth. So perhaps there's perhaps an existing, something that was like friends with benefits or something that was, purely sexual is becoming transmuted into something more meaningful with feelings, because cups are emotions, okay, wands are phallic, it's sexual. And now that there's feelings involved, look how they're feeling about the situation, okay? So that's phallic. They're highly motivated, highly enthusiastic. They can't wait to see you. They love this expression of emotion. Okay, so so we've got the Two of Wands being at a fork in the roads. Okay, which way do I go with this? Should I do A or B? 9 of Pentacles reverse. I don't want to be single. Okay, this is single and abundant. I can pave my own way. I'm happy solo. This is like, I don't want to be single. This is single reversed, okay? It means like I want to be in a couple. The Star, major arcana for Aquarius, wish fulfillment. Why have we got the Page of Pentacles reversed? That's like, I don't want to ask someone. 3 of Cups reversed. Why is there like a lack of celebration? Why is there's either a third party situation being exposed, or there's just like some sort of like lack of cause for celebration. And then there's the Strength reverse. So we're out of control in terms of our emotions. We're over emotional, feeling weak. I think there's something that should be offered, like, do you want to go steady? Do you want to be exclusive? Would you like to move in? Would you like to meet the family. You know, like there's an offer that should be, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like, I want to ask them to meet my family, but I'm not going to. Maybe it's too scary or something like that. Oh my God, it's scary, isn't it, when you go to meet the family? Because you know that's a deal breaker. Let's get 2 more for the outcome because they were a combination. The Justice reversed. When the Justice is upright, this is like things being made fair, things being equal, things being legal. This is things being unfair, unequal, illegal. Something's unjust or imbalanced. One more for the outcome. What is going on here? We've got the Ace of Cups reversed. What is going on? I didn't get that. See, with the Injustice in the Ace of Cups reversed, the Strength reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, I'm thinking there's more to this than meets the eye, like my original instincts were right, and this exposure of cheating and then an apology. And it's on your side. And then there's this contemplation about where am I headed? I don't want to be single. I've got some sort of wish, and it's to see, they really want this with the Ace of Wands. See, you're offering Wands, you're offering Cups, but you're not offering Pentacles. So you're offering emotion, you're offering sex. But Pentacles are investments of time, money, and energy. This is long-term Pentacles, okay? So I feel like someone's hugely disappointed, let down, upset over a lack of investment, like because the Nine of Pentacles add a Pentacle to that's the Ten of Pentacles, which is lasting generational wealth. I don't know if it's like, see, that could be a proposal. Maybe someone was expecting a proposal and they didn't get it. And see, that's the injustice. Is that what this is about? Sometimes people are in love and they sleep together and they develop feelings, but they never want to get married. And for some people that's non-negotiable, isn't it? It's like, well, that's a deal maker or a deal breaker. Because they want to feel like they're not wasting the best years of their life. They're not, you know, counting on someone that's actually not going to be there forever. Like, it's just a sense of security, like another layer that's much more, you know, it's not like the intention of loyalty. It's like, I'm legally bound to be loyal to you, so. Let's clarify the cards that are on their side. Why are they restless? Why have they got the Page of Wands reversed, but then the Ace of Wands upright? Temporary relief. Distractions aren't a quick fix for deeper issues. Ooh. Okay, so maybe they thought if there was marriage, or if there was a baby, or if there was a puppy or something, or if there was, you know, some sort of rebirth, renewal of something, it would make everything better. It would be like an elastoplast or a band-aid, whatever you want to call it. They're pushing you to propose, Capricorn. They're pushing you to ask them to move in. Are they pushing you to go exclusive? What is it? Avoid burnout. Fiery passion is consuming. Sustain a lasting balance. I feel like the sex is really, really good with this person. However, it's like that when they're happy, because they think it's going in a particular direction with earthly matters like marriage, babies, engagements, houses. You know, that makes sense because we get excited when we're emotional, and these things promise a lot of happiness. So that makes sense that they'd be very passionate, but I think it's like, for some reason these are reversed, so I think like something that they wanted to happen doesn't happen. Could even be like going on a big expensive holiday together, you know, because you think it'll like really help the relationship, and then it doesn't. Or they're expecting you to propose on holiday or something, and then it's just a normal holiday. Setting the record straight. Yeah, they were under some sort of illusion that something really big was going to happen, and maybe you'd considered it and then you didn't do it. Hearing your name still makes my heart race. Those seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. They're like head over heels for you. They're absolutely in love. Like, they think it's fate that you two are together. They think that, you know, they just get so excited when your name comes up on their phone because you're ringing or messaging. There's a lot of passion here. Gambling, problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Is that why you decided not to pop the question, or you decided not to level up with this person because you found out they've got addictions, or they're bad with money, they don't have assets, they don't have savings, they don't earn enough, like, you know, it'd be too much of a struggle, it wouldn't work. Because you've like really done a 180 on this person. Acceptance. Fully accept each other for true love to take root and to flourish. Yeah, there's things that you don't accept about this person and say you've done a 180 on them. I mean, look, I left someone when I found out that they had a really bad gambling problem. So it wasn't like they liked the odd bet occasionally. It was like losing the house, losing, assets and never getting out of debt. Like, I didn't need to take that on. It was just dating, and I made sure it never got beyond that, and I finished it because the guy was completely like, he was gone, like gripped by, a false reality and enjoying it and making excuses for it, and it just consumed him. And it got worse after I left, so I made the right decision. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Okay, it's all going to work out exactly how it's supposed to. I mean, if you are having doubts about someone, that you don't need to go ahead with it. Do you know what I mean? Prosperity. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. See, prosperity, you do think about money, don't you? Yeah, it's about abundance and riches. That's interesting because we've got the gambling one and then acceptance. I think you're doing very well financially. And I don't think you want to be single, but I don't think you want to take on anyone's problems either. Because that could be that could be like spending too much and partying too much, being irresponsible. Everything's a celebration, everything's a party. There's definitely something to do with, not wanting to commit and then it breaking someone's heart. But it's not like they're heartbroken in response to you doing something nasty. I think you've had a change of heart, because you found something out. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what you're showing up as at the moment. Oops, squashed my cards again. The fox. Ooh. Right, foxes are really, really clever. I remember walking through the woods and a fox jumped across the path. I was walking along the path. It jumped out from the bushes and it just went across and jumped into the bushes, and a dog came bounding after it, and it just kept going along the path because the dog was thinking what a human would do. It didn't think like a fox. And it was just totally outwitted. The fox is likely slower, it can jump higher, it's more scrawny, it blends in better, it's not loud. I just think you're outwitting the person that you've been dealing with. I think you know that this is a bad gamble, so to speak, a bad bet. And I think you've had a change of heart. Maybe it is just meant to be friends with benefits. Maybe it is just meant to be, a sexy thing, sexy times, good times. The poise that fox has, this isn't frivolity. This is I'm really thinking this through carefully. let's get a time, and then in case there's someone new on the horizon, but I think you probably need to like have a conversation with this person. Around July, in the nearest future. So it's this July, okay? So next month, which is in a day's time, I think Tuesday is July 1st. You're going to meet someone new, okay? Right, take care, Capricorn. I hope this resonates. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it helps more than anything. If it does, please give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost. Support the channel. YouTube's changed its algorithm again, apparently. I need to watch some videos about that because I'm not sure. I know it goes off likes.